So what you're looking at is a stump bucket that I've built, and I have a previous video of it on YouTube. So something I want to do with this one project I got coming up for my tractor, I ordered the third function hydraulic kit, and we're going to try to put a grapple on the stump bucket. That would be the best tool I would have, because I can rip the trees right up, but I need to get off the tractor to hook them up in order to pull them out, so it would save a lot of time. It'd be handy moving everything around. So I'm gonna make a video on how I build this grapple, and like I say, I have another video of a stump bucket you can get some ideas from if you want to follow my build. But stick around and we'll go through this grapple build. So I went to our local agri supply, and they sell all kind of different cylinders. This is a smaller cylinder. It's an 8-inch stroke, 2-inch bore cylinder, and I like the size of it for what the dimensions are. My bucket depth is about 30 inches, and this overall is a little, about maybe 18, 20 inches. I have to double check that, but it ain't very big, so it's going to work out. I got some different fittings and everything to weld. Try to make some mounting brackets for the actuator to sit in. It's a top link actuator. It goes in the top link of a tractor. Got some hoses, and we'll see from there. Here's a video of one side of the thumb that I'm building to go to the top. I got some 1/4 inch sheet steel. 1/4 inch is what the bucket's made out of, and it does fine for my little tractor. Any more than that, any bigger tractor than mine, then you have to go a bigger steel size, but it does fine. So I got to build 2 of these. My plan is to put them together, make some brackets between them, weld them, and that's going to be my thumb for the top. So I'm going to cut this next piece out. This is my design I have so far. Okay, so here's my 2 halves of the thumb that I have cut. I got them sandwiched together. And I'm going to run the grinder on and even them out, make them the same part. Turn out good. Alright, we got the tractor in the shop. I've been cutting a little bit of metal, trying to figure out how I'm going to mount this grapple. Stay tuned. So here's what I got so far. Here's the 2 halves of my thumb I got going. Here's what they're starting to look like. So what I come up with is these 3-point hitch mounts, these weld-on little mounts you can get. I've already cut out a notch on these 2 halves, and I'm gonna weld them to this. It's gonna be part of the hinge for them, I guess. It's the best I can come up with right now. So let's see how this goes. About to stick them on. just got this top bracket welded on. So here's a look at my grapple I have on my stump bucket. This is what I have so far. Worked pretty late last night. I didn't get these trimmed. Finally got these trimmed, and I got a safety bolt on each side of these studs. After I paint everything, I'm gonna run some grease everything. But I got everything trimmed. Adding a stiffener right here to, since this was about 3 inches so tall, I added a little bit more strength to it. But I gotta weld some more metal to strengthen it here. It's one piece is like that back in there. I'm gonna add 2 more. So I got all the mounts built and everything on my stump bucket here. All my fresh metal. I'm going to touch up the places that I had to expose, and then anything else I might just give it one quick coat and help everything blend together right. I have so far on this old grapple. Kind of drying right now. Tomorrow I get my kit for my third function on my tractor and get to hook it up. Maybe I can try it out about the middle of this week. It looks tough. Looks like I can move some stuff around. Wouldn't want to get caught in it, that's for sure. That's what I have so far. So I'm gonna give a little update here on this grapple that I've built. These pieces on the front, I knew they were gonna bend at some point. That wasn't no problem. I knew that was gonna happen. But the whole angle of the piece shifted a little bit, so it wasn't, that 1/4 inch ain't quite as strong as I need it to be. So I had to upgrade it here. And since the last video, I've added this, so when I put this rod in, it has less space. It don't have so much leverage on that 3/4 inch bar, so it don't bend. So just a couple of modifications I've made, and I've put them into a brand new one here. So I took that build and I've added my 1/2 inch steel. Everything's 1/2 inch. These are 3/16 these angle pieces, just to keep it intact. But everything's 1/2 inch. A lot stronger. So we're gonna see how that holds up. This one really, it actually held up pretty good, but I was just trying to see what all I could do and probably put a little too much strain on it, more strain than I should have, just trying to move big trees at one time. So I know this one ought to hold up a lot better. Again, 1/2 inch steel, cut it with the plasma cutter, worked really well, and we'll see how it holds up over time. Just an update here. Thanks for watching.